Hello, my name is Sebastian Jenkins. I am a graduate student here at GCU, Grand Canyon University, with a focus in secondary education and with licensure. I'm currently not a teacher. I do coach as of right now, which are my two main goals in my life. I am an assistant coach and a pitching coach for a baseball program up here named Cleveland Central Catholic. But straight into this video, I'm going to talk about the dispositions that I possess, the ones I need to work on in order for me to be a successful teacher, and also what does a professional educator look like and how do they behave. Just starting off with the qualities I possess are being able to be understanding. Being fresh out of college, I'm understanding how the student reacts, how they're thinking, how they feel like no one is there for them, and how they really need help and what they really need help on. Also, what do they need in order to be academically successful at the next level. The thing I possess that really hits home is being able to listen. I'm a great listener. I really try to listen with my ears and not with my mouth. I learned that at a young age outside of education, but then I learned it again in college, in my undergrad. It's just being able to understand and being able to listen to every word someone is saying instead of having a rebuttal or a react after what they say. Just being able to understand what they're trying to get across to you, and then go about, take a second and then go about thinking about what they're trying to say and how you're going to react to it. So, yeah, I think that's one of the great qualities I possess. Things I need to work on. One of the big things is being that outgoing person, not being shy, being able to be me how I am, and close doors outside of that, because when you're being an educator, you have to be able to be you in every aspect of your life. So I think that's one of the things. And also not letting the requirements of the state when it comes to teaching reflect my classroom, being able to understand that you got to control your classroom and use the requirements given in order to have a great classroom. And then my last thing would be being able to fail, being able that a couple students might fail, but ultimately you have to be able to understand that you gave it your all, you gave them your all, you taught the best you could, you did everything you could for them, and that's what will help me sleep at night. Even though it might not, but that's one less thing to worry about. So I think that's those three things. I think those three things were really key on what I need to work on and really need in order to be a successful educator. Moving on to what does a professional educator look like and how they behave. They are someone who can think on their feet. They are a student themselves. If you think about it, we are students teaching students. So because, we're in professional development, some educators are in school trying to get their master, PhDs, everything else and above. So they have to be students of students teaching students. They have to be understanding students and how they react and how, when they say things, what does it mean? And how do they behave? They behave the same way they do inside the classroom, outside of it. Whatever's done in the dark, they do in the light too. So that's one of the things that a great educator possesses. They really possess that, and that's how they behave. When they behave, they're normally the people that are just who they are. They're not scared to be who they are, and they're not scared to go out on the limb for the students. They do that on a regular. It's being outgoing. So those are the things that I think a professional educator possesses, how they behave and what they look like. So just overall, when it comes down to education and being an educator, you have to be able to understand that some things might not go your way, but most of the times you just got to be able to think on the fly to be able to be the best you can be. And that's what being a great educator is. It's just being able to think on the fly and being able to do what you need to do in order to be the best you. Thank you. I appreciate your time. And hey, have a good day.